Hi, so I'm here today at the Toronto National Home Show. We're at the actually custom dream home designed by Debbie Travis. And Sony's here today because we're introducing some exciting new products, specifically our Homeshare wireless speaker system. I'm here today to show you how easy it is to set this up and why Sony's going to be the best solution if you're looking at trying to get multi-room audio in your home. You've probably been to somebody's house who's got this really fancy high-end system that they got speakers all over their house and they got a fancy remote control to control everything. Where I'm going to show you how you can get audio in 2 or 3 different rooms in your house and have a great interface to simply make everything work together. So I'm going to show you all the components, show you what you need to do to set it up, and show you how easy this system is to make it work. So we're going to start and actually show you one of the first components of this system. This is one of the speakers. This is the SANS300 network speaker. And this is the one speaker here of several that Sony's going to release, that you can set these up all over your house and basically have music streaming seamlessly throughout your home. And when you buy one of these, it's going to come in this box. It's going to come with a set of instructions, a CD to set everything up, an Ethernet cable. And this getting starting guide is absolutely fantastic because it's going to explain everything step by step if you have a Windows 7 machine, Windows XP machine, or even Windows Vista machine. So definitely follow the steps here. But I'm going to walk you through it step by step on what you need to do to set up a Windows 7 machine. So 2 things. First things first, where's all your music? All your music is usually going to be stored on your computer, your PC, in your home. And we're going to use Windows Media Player because it has DLNA certification, so it's going to make it very easy to connect all these devices to my Windows Media Player. The next piece that you need is obviously your router. This is what's going to allow all these devices to connect wirelessly to your computer. This router is connected to my PC. So now what I have to do is, first step, when I take one of these speakers out of the box, I'm going to have to take the speaker. There's an Ethernet jack right here in the back, and I'm going to plug in this Ethernet wire that came in, and I'm going to plug it into the back of my router here. So into one of the open LAN slots. Now this is where I'm going to go in, stick the disk in, and we're going to go through the setup. Okay, so we're going to actually show you how to set this up. So I put the disk in, I'm going to close the tray, and it's going to open up the program that's going to allow you to actually set everything up. And I'm going to show you how easy this actually is to set up one of these speakers to your Windows Media Player network. So again, we're going to use a Windows 7 machine for this. I have my Windows Media Player open already, and we're going to start this program up. So we're going to run the network setup here for this speaker. And again, this is set up in a way that's going to make it very easy for you to be able to do this. So we're going to open up the application here, and like I said, follow it step by step, and you'll be able to get everything set up. So I'm going to accept the license agreement. And here now where it tells me the first step. Using the included LAN cable, I'm going to connect the network speaker to my router directly, which I did in the shop prior. So now that I have that connected, I'm going to click Next. And what's going to happen here is that the speaker is going to pair itself with my network. So now when I go in and actually unplug this, it's going to allow me to go and set this up in the living room, in a bedroom, and it will know the address to my network. So it's going to connect to my network. And this takes usually about 30 seconds to do. All right, so at this point, it's made the connection. It's going to ask me, which wireless access point am I connecting to? And the name of my network in this house is called Homeshare. So I select the network, and I click Next. And here's what's going to ask me for the security key. Because I have my network protected, I have to enable my security key. So I'm going to go in, put in my security key. I click OK. And again, it's going to save my network connection with my security key to my little SANS300 speaker. So now when you get to this step, you can see that it's ready. It's asking me to disconnect the LAN cable from the router. And now I'm ready to actually go and take this speaker and plug it into anywhere I want in my house. And if I bought a couple of these, I have to do this to every speaker one time, and then I'm done. We're going to go and unplug the speaker like it asked us to. And the next option is going to come highlighted. I'm going to click next. And now this is where I'm going to actually be done setting up my wireless speaker. Now the last step that I have to do is when I get back to my Windows Media Player, I have to set up my streaming options in Windows Media Player. So here I have all my music, and what I have to do here is I have to go now to this stream option. And I pull down this menu and go to more streaming options. And now what's going to happen is it's actually going to find all these different devices that are in my home that's going to allow my PC to communicate with, so I can send my music to all these different places, to a living room, to a bedroom, to one of these speakers, to a home theater system, so on and so forth. And you can see all these things here are blocked. So what I got to do now is actually say, okay, my Blu-ray home theater system that's in my living room, I'm going to allow it to access my media player for my music. Same thing with my little mini system here. And if I scroll down some more, is where I'm going to find our wireless speakers. This is the SANS300. So again, I'm going to allow them because I have two of them set up here in the home. And the last thing I want to do is make sure I select this. Allow all devices to access your shared media. And it's going to ask me if I'm sure. I'm going to go yes, because I want everything that's in my house to be able to connect. I click OK, and now I'm ready to go. So now we're going to go in and actually show you how I can go and play music from my computer to one of these speakers. So I'm going to look at a song here that's on my playlist. And say, for example, I select this song, I right-click it. There's going to be an option now that says Play To. And this Play To option allows me to go and say, okay, I want to play this song to my Blu-ray home theater system, or to one of these speakers, or even this mini system that's set up. I'm going to send the music right now, for example, to my Blu-ray home theater system. Opens up this little option here. And now it's sent music from my kitchen to my living room to play on my Blu-ray home theater system. So I can do this with all the different speakers I have set up in the house. It doesn't matter if it's one of these little compact speakers, to one of our mini systems, or even to your TV or Blu-ray home theater system. You can basically now set up a wireless home distribution system to have music anywhere and everywhere in your house. And I'm going to show you one more really cool way that you can actually now interact with your system if you don't want to actually go to your PC all the time. So come check this out. So I'm here with the NX700i. This is the mini system that's part of the Homeshare piece. And this is a great mini system because it's got a full CD player, AM/FM tuner. But what's great now is I can actually go in, and using the remote control that comes with it, I'm going to go in and now, and you can see it says no server. I'm going to set it up now to connect with my computer that has all my music on it. So I'm going to add this to my Homeshare setup. So I'm going to click Options, go down to Network. I'm going to find my network settings. And I'm going to connect this wirelessly. So you can see wireless LAN settings. And everything here is pretty much step by step. You have your access point scan. So I'm going to scan the area to see what kind of networks are available. And I'm going to look for our network here that's in the home. And it's our Homeshare network. I'm going to select OK. And again, it's going to ask me for the password. So I'm going to input my password in. Once the password is in, I click OK to go to the next one. And with IP settings, depending on how your network's set up, you can adjust it manually or leave it in auto. I'm going to leave it in auto in this setting. I'm going to go do not use proxy settings. And now I'm going to apply the settings and hit OK. And now what it's going to do is not only is it going to connect to my network in my house, but it's also going to set up that connection between this mini system and your PC. So now I'm going to be able to do the full Homeshare piece and stream music from my PC, from my Windows Media Player, right to this little dock. The other great thing that this dock has too is it has an iPod and iPhone dock as well. So if you don't want to use the CD player, if you don't want to use the tuner, you can take your iPhone, dock it on this little station here. Not only is it going to charge it, but you'll be able to access music off it as well. So that's the NX700i. It's all complete now and set up for Homeshare. Let's go over and check out the remote control system. All right, so we've set up a few of our speakers with our Homeshare system via our PC. And now I'm going to show you a really neat remote control that you'll be able to get. So if you don't want to use your PC to navigate everything, you can buy one of these remotes. It's an optional accessory. It's completely wireless. And what's great about it is now I can program and customize everything for me. So you can see in my particular home that we have here, we have 4 devices set up. We have one of the little SANS 300 speakers set up in the living room. We have another one in the bedroom. We have the NX700 mini system in the kitchen, and our Blu-ray home theater system set up in our living room. So now with this remote, I can go in and control all these devices separately, or I can do something called party mode. And what party mode is, it's going to allow me to select one device and play the same music throughout all these different products in the house. So I'm going to select my bedroom first. This is my little speaker that I have in my bedroom. And I can go in here and select all these different music sources. I can have music playing from my PC. I can have music services that I have with my Bravia Internet videos. So for example, Slacker Radio. If I have an iPod or iPhone connected to my little docking station, I can get music off there, as well as through an audio input, and even use this as an IR remote control. For today, what I'm going to do is access the music off my PC. I select my PC here, and what it's going to do is it's going to check the status of all the devices on the network. So it's going to talk with my living room, with the bedroom, and now what it's done is goes in and finds all my music that's actually on my computer. And I can go in now, and if I want to go and scroll all the different music that's on my machine, I can go back here and look at it. If I want to start a party, and this is where now I can go and select my bedroom, my living room, my bar area, my living room, to play all the same music in the house. So here's where I can go in now and select this button here. This is the party button. And it shows me all my different devices in the house. So there's my living room speaker, my living room home theater system, kitchen, it's all here. So I'm going to select them all, click OK. And what it's going to do is it's going to turn on all those devices. It's going to start the party, and all the music is going to be playing throughout the whole house using that access directly from my remote control. And there we go. You can see here now that it's playing all the music. You can hear my Blu-ray home theater system just turned on. And now I can go in and control everything else right from this little unit here. So if you don't want to go and actually purchase one of these remote controls, if you have an iPad or an iPhone, for example, there's an app that you can download from the iTunes store for free, and it's called the Audio Remote. And basically when I click the Network Audio Remote app, what it's going to do is going to open up an interface that allows me to control all my Homeshare products. So if it's my speaker, if it's my Blu-ray home theater system, if it's the NX700i docking station, I have that full control. You can see here it's found my computer. I can go in and actually browse playlists on my machine. So I'm basically browsing my computer right now. It's going to find all the music that's on my PC. And if I want to play a particular song, I can go in, select it, and it's going to ask me, do I want to play it on all these devices? And you can see I have the speaker system that I had in my bedroom, the mini system that we have in our bar area, and the Blu-ray system that we have. I'm going to select party streaming to be on, click done, and it's going to play that new song on all the devices now in the house. So it's just another great way of being able to control all the different music that you have on your computer to all these different devices in your home. Simply push play, and you're ready to go. So that's Sony's Homeshare system. Definitely check it out at a local Sony style store. It'll be coming to you very, very soon. Thank you.